Howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of War of the Tanks for General Ducky. Today I have for you KLRnuker playing in his Grille 15. He's top tier, obviously, because it's a tier 10 tank. He spawned on Siegfried Line North Spawn. Interesting thing about the Grille 15, it was to replace, or it did replace the Waffle off E100, which was an auto-loading tier 10 tank destroyer, which, for those of you that don't know, it had pretty much the same gun layout as the tier 9, but both guns were an autoloader. And Wargaming removed it because they felt that it was a bit too unfair that, 560 alpha every 2 seconds for 5 shells. Or you get the option of the 150 where you do 750 alpha every 3 seconds or so, with 4 shells. And so they decided to replace it with this tank, the Grille 15, and it's got about 30 millimeters of hull armor and like 10 up here, but yet it seems to be impervious to HE shells. Because whenever I fire HE at it for some stupid reason, it decides it doesn't want to do it, just decides it wants to act like it has 300 millimeters of armor. I haven't bounced off a Grille 15 yet, but I have done quite a few times where my average damage with HE should be around 400, but I do 90. So I've completely given up on firing HE at it. You might notice it's hitting quite hard. That's because this gun has 279 pen and 750 alpha. Honestly, I think the Waffle E100 was a bit less overpowered than this tank is. Because at least with a Waffle E100 you could load HE and shoot that massive turret. Whereas this thing has this slender little bodybuilder of a turret. Low roll, but hey, he just made that T-49 crap himself. So the Grille 15, it doesn't have, obviously, it has no armor. And because it's a big old tank destroyer like this, it doesn't really have any camo. And unfortunately that's a bit of a bad combo. But as you can see, where it lacks in the camo range, it quite well makes up for in the gun. Now, it's a fairly new tank, so I'm very unfamiliar with it. One of the biggest features that I do know about is the fact that it does not have a full turret. As you can almost see by trying to get in a good position. Right about there, you can see that the gun arc comes off here and off there. So the gun arc should look something like that far towards that far left and right. So it's rather similar to that of a FV215B183, also known as the Death Star. I believe I got the name correct. I know the nickname is Death Star. I never refer to it as the FV. I just always either call it the 183 or the Death Star. But this tank is quite the formidable opponent because it's not technically, well, it's not really a slow tank. It has a top speed of 60. How easily it reaches that top speed of 60, I'm unaware. But you can see Nuker uses it fairly well. I mean, he's fired 3 shells that we saw that hit. And I believe he fired 2 more or so. No, I believe I have my numbers wrong. Either way, he's hit 3 shells we've seen and caused nearly 2,200 damage. This is the most accurate gun in the game with, I believe, like 0.25 dispersion at 100 meters. But that doesn't mean you can't be hit by RNG. Yeah. There we go. Bit of a makeup there. RNG, compensated for those 4 misses or so with a nearly 900 damage roll. So you might start thinking now, well, Ducky, why are you posting this video? It's 3-8. They're obviously going to lose. Well, most of the team probably has already given up. But not Nuker. He has two platoon mates, or not platoon. He has two teammates that haven't given up either yet. And they definitely won't give up. Shuts down that T-110E5 with a good shot in the lower area, lower plate. You can see an HE shell hit him right there, killed his gunner. There's the artillery. That was a direct hit on his tracks, I believe. Now, tank's kinda... I'm actually surprised that shell even hit. I did no previewing on this video, so I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. Other than, you know, looking at the after battle results, but that's it. Wow. That was unfortunate. He has an E50 on his rear end there. I'm assuming he figured his teammates would actually do something to protect him. I'm assuming he's loading up heat now for this M103. Definitely not for the Grille. But hey, whoever's there when the shell's loaded gets it. That right there could have easily been the end of the match if that Grille didn't shoot them. If he didn't shoot his track. If he had, then he would have been dead right then and there, and this probably would have been a simply second or third class match. However, he's definitely not going down without a fight. Shuts down that guy. Now there's four tanks left on the enemy team, and 6 on his. He's picked up 5 kills. Even though they were looking like they were easily going to lose it anytime soon, they never gave up. They never lost hope. They kept on fighting as hard as they could. Now look. It's a 5x weekend. And it's 12-9, and they have 3 times the hit points as the enemy team. All you have to do if you want to win is just don't give up. Just keep playing your tank, and eventually you'll get it. Just have to keep going. Nothing really else you can do. So now the T-95 has sent him a platoon invite. Or he sent the... No. Yeah. The T-95 sent him and the Ag Tiger an invite, and by doing so, it just guaranteed them a crucial contribution. Now he's requesting that he can get a Top Gun. I don't remember if he actually does get to get the Top Gun. I think maybe the E50's gonna crumb snatch. That's what I'm assuming. 8 minutes into the battle. The Egg Tiger says he's all good with it, not really much he can do. T-95, he would have been the one that was crumb snatching it. And it looks like, yep, douchebag E50. Hellbender 89. Really, man? Really? Just, that's all I have to say about that. So surprisingly, that match was actually an ace tanker in the Grille 15. He also picked up a spotter, duelist, fighter, fire for effect, a very hard to get crucial contribution for killing at least 12 of the enemy players. Yeah, and you could even lose the match and lose your entire platoon, but as long as you killed 12 people, you can still get it. Unlike Brothers in Arms, where it's awarded to a platoon where all members destroy at least 3 enemy vehicles and not one member can die. Along with that, he also picked up a high caliber. He was top for damage, kills, and second for experience. That T-95, I don't know why he had more experience. Either way, that had to have been an ace tanker for him. Nuker fired 15 shells. Wow, my mind just went blank. He fired 15, hit 12, penned 10, did 550... Wow, my mind is blank. 5,000 582 damage. 2200 was from over 200 meters. He received 2 hits. One penetrated, one, I guess, just took off his track. He got nearly 1600 assistance damage, damaged 8 enemy players, killed 5, and after taxes, because he has a premium account, he even pocketed just under 15,000 silver. Pretty good match from Nuker. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'd also really appreciate it if you guys would consider sharing my channel with your friends. It really helps out the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy battles.